Time for us to head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one's about the Browns quarterback situation.
Hi, guys. Got no faith in this quarterback situation whatsoever. Your own Terry Pluto says that Deshaun Watson told him that he did not rule the Browns out. Got no faith in this situation. Conceivable that he could serve his legal suspension or whatever this year, then demand a trade, claiming the Browns mishandled it. Could play this year and do good, suffer his legal ramifications next year, then demand a trade and one out. Possibility, realm of possibility. Trade Baker for Garoppolo if he's out all year. Put Garoppolo on IR. You've got a roster spot cleared up when he comes back in case Jacoby Brissett gets hurt. He's proven he's capable of taking a team to the Super Bowl. I don't know. Your thoughts on this situation?
As always, we appreciate all of the voicemails. Mac, what I would say, I don't think Deshaun Watson is going to demand a trade, especially if the Browns continue to stick by him. You got to remember, Garoppolo makes significantly more than Baker. Baker makes 18.8, 18.9. Garoppolo makes 27, and Garoppolo is coming off a more significant injury than Baker is.
Yeah, and Garoppolo also has a longer injury history than Baker does. So honestly, I would look at Garoppolo and just think that, again, I've called Garoppolo Instagram stunt food before, where again, if you're expecting him to come in and be able to, get you a few likes, everything like that, then sure, that's fine. But, again, it's probably not going to taste all that great, and it's probably not going to end up being what you're looking for, at least health-wise, as well. So, again, I look at Jimmy Garoppolo. I look at that as a downgrade, honestly. And I understand some people might not be, all right with Jacoby Brissett. The reason why the Browns bring in Jacoby Brissett and why they bring in Josh Dobbs is because they're guys who are at least a little bit athletic, who can move around in the pocket, while also operating a similar style of offense to Deshaun Watson. So in going after someone like Jimmy Garoppolo, I think that that's a different type of offense that you'd be looking for, and that you'd be building around him at that point. So looking at what you're getting out of Deshaun Watson, obviously a clear drop off to Jacoby Brissett, and then clearly another large leap off to Josh Dobbs. But again, it's at least a similar offense. That way you don't have to change things up if there is an injury, or in this case, when it comes to Watson, a suspension. So, I just don't see that being the case, and I just don't see that being an option that the Browns will really kind of pursue. The whole asking for a trade, I'm gonna politely disagree when it comes to that. I don't think that is going to be the case when it comes to Watson, especially with everything else going on. I don't think that teams are really going to want to go after that, and I don't think that he's going to demand a trade anyway, because I do think that, again, this is the best case scenario for him to try to win a Super Bowl with this roster. And of the teams that he did whittle his list down to, the Browns were clearly the most talented roster out of all of them. So at this point, I don't see it coming down in a few years where the Browns end up trading off of him. But, who knows? Maybe this could age terribly at this point. But, again, I just don't see that as a scenario where the Browns end up, trading off of him because he asked for a trade.
No, and the other thing is this roster is reasonably young, and there's a window of probably 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. This front office has a really good handle on how to manipulate the salary cap as well. So